One day, you will wake up and realize you've run out of time. And when that day comes, the question won't be, what did life give me? It will be, what did I do with it? That thought should make you a little uneasy. Because here's the truth. Most people will reach that day full of regret, not because they didn't want more from life, but because they weren't willing to do what it actually takes to get it. And that's where the 1% rule comes in. The rule that separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the builders, and the majority who wish from the minority who win. The 1% rule is simple, almost too simple, and that's why most people overlook it. It says, do what 99% of people won't, and you will live like 99% of people can't. But the truth? Doing what 99% won't isn't about big, flashy moves. It's about small, relentless actions, the kind that seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, create an unshakable difference. Let me ask you something. When your alarm goes off in the morning, do you roll over, hit snooze, and buy yourself 15 more minutes of comfort? Or do you get up? Not because you feel like it, but because you said you would? That's the choice. That's the test. And 99% of people fail it before their day even starts. The 1% rule isn't about talent. It's not about luck. It's not even about opportunity. It's about choices, tiny daily choices that compound into a life most people will never touch. Because while the 99% choose comfort, convenience, and safety, the 1% choose discipline, resilience, and discomfort. Picture two roads. One is wide, smooth, and crowded. It's full of people scrolling through their phones, laughing, talking about what they might do someday. It's easy. It's safe. You can stroll along without breaking a sweat. That's the 99% road. The other road? It's narrow, uneven, steep. There's no crowd here. Sometimes you won't see another soul for hours. The air is thin, your legs burn, and every step demands effort. That's the 1% road. And the only reason it's empty is because it's uncomfortable. But here's the truth they don't tell you. Comfort isn't your friend. It's the thief of your potential. It will wrap around you like a warm blanket, whispering, stay here. You're fine. You're safe. But every day you stay there, it quietly steals your drive, your ambition, and your future. The 1% know the truth. Discomfort is where growth lives. They know that every hill they climb makes them stronger. Every setback teaches them. Every I don't feel like it moment they conquer builds the mental muscle most people never develop. You don't have to take giant leaps every day. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to do a little more, a little better every single day. Improve by just 1% a day, and by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than you were when you started. That's not motivation. That's math. Here's the problem. Most people quit long before those results show up. They want to see the finish line on day one. They want a six-pack in a week, a thriving business in a month, a life transformation in a season. And when that doesn't happen, they say, it's not working, so they stop. But the 1%, they plant the seed, they water it, they protect the soil, and they trust the process. They don't dig it up every few days to check if it's growing. They keep going, knowing the harvest will come. Here's something you need to remember. Discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that burns long after the spark is gone. The 99% wait until they feel like it. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect moment, the perfect plan. The 1% act, whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for momentum. They create it. And yes, it's hard. You will be tired. You will face setbacks. You will question yourself. People will doubt you. Some will laugh at you. Others will tell you to be realistic. And that's when you'll have a choice. Step back into the comfort of the 99%, or keep going until you earn the life the 99% will never have. Most people think failure is the end. The 1% know failure is the beginning. Every rejection, every no, every closed door is just feedback, a lesson to get better, sharper, stronger. And here's something powerful. The difference between winning and losing is often just refusing to quit. Think of your dream like climbing a mountain. Most people start strong, but when the air gets thin and the path gets steep, they turn back. They say, "I've gone far enough." The 1%, they keep climbing because they know the view from the top is worth every blister, every breathless step, every drop of sweat. The 1% rule is not just about business or money. It's about how you live every part of your life. It's about being the parent who shows up even when you're tired, the friend who listens even when you're busy, the partner who puts in the effort even when it's hard. It's about feeding your mind with knowledge instead of numbing it with noise. It's about making choices today that your future self will thank you for. Here's a hard truth. Nobody's coming to save you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your friends. It's you, always you. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, the wins and the losses, you take back your power. And that's what the 1% do. They stop blaming, stop waiting, stop wishing. They start acting. You know what people call overnight success? Thousands of tiny, unseen wins stacked on top of each other. Wins no one clapped for. The 1% clap for themselves. They find joy in the process, not just the result, because they know the process is the result. Here's something that should scare you more than failure: regret. Discipline stings in the moment. Regret eats you alive for a lifetime. At the end of your life, you will never say, "I'm so glad I played it safe. I'm so glad I didn't try." You'll say, "I wish I had given it everything." The 1% live to avoid that pain. If you want to live by the 1% rule, stop thinking in giant leaps. Think in bricks. Every choice you make is a brick. Lay one brick today, another tomorrow, another the next day, and eventually you'll have built something unshakable. Most people wait for the perfect day to start building. The 1% start messy, scared, unprepared, because they know action creates clarity, not the other way around. I won't lie to you, the 1% rule can be lonely. Not everyone will understand why you're up before sunrise or why you work late into the night. Not everyone will understand why you invest in books instead of vacations, or why you say no to things that seem fun. And that's okay. They're not on your path. The 99% seek approval. The 1% seek results. Protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. Every yes you give to something meaningless is a no to something that matters. The 99% scatter their energy everywhere. The 1% focus it where it counts, and that's why they win big. The 1% rule isn't glamorous. It's not about showing off or chasing quick wins. It's about doing the boring, unglamorous, repetitive work that nobody sees, but everyone notices in the long run. It's about being relentless. It's about doing it scared. It's about refusing to quit, no matter how long it takes. One day, the 99% will look at your life and call you lucky. They'll never know the truth. That luck had nothing to do with it. It was discipline. It was consistency. It was the choice every single day to do what they wouldn't. So, will you make that choice today? Because the clock is ticking, and the 1% rule waits for no one.